Hello guys, very happy morning to one of you. And guys, today we are going to see the newspaper named The Hindu, and today's date is September 5, 2025. And especially we are just going to see only the geopolitical point of view. In 10 to 15 minutes, I'll try to cover the entire chapter. So, okay, without wasting time, let me get started. So, the first thing, I think so, you would have learned about what are the things that has been occurred in the GST. But I will just tell this information later on, but first we will just cover the geopolitical point of view. So, the main thing is, so you can see here, this is one of the main things. Because Nepal bans Facebook and Twitter, YouTube and other 23 other social media platforms. So why? Because they have just failed to register. That's it. For just it means failure to register, they have just completely banned the entire thing. So you can see how much the Nepal powerful is becoming nowadays. Because I think so you would have known about the KP Sharma only, who is running the Nepali government, and you can see on Thursday decided to ban 26 social media apps formally to because they haven't just meet the deadline because of what are the things that government has just decided. They have just it means the other social media company hadn't agreed because they haven't just it means requested nothing they have done to the Nepal government. So the Nepal government completely banned them. So you can see as it means the Ministry of Communication and Information Technology said has ordered the Nepal Telecommunication Authority to make inactive all non-registered social media sites until they are registered. It's so simple. So it means suppose some of the persons illegally will come and register, and any kind of third-party persons also might come and register in the Nepal, and they will just take lot of negative information, and also they will spread lot of negative information in the country. So to take that, it means to remove that kind of thing. It means the entire Nepal government has just requested most of the social media to make this unregistered, it means third party members into a registered one. If you haven't just did like this kind of thing, then definitely we will ban you. As the Nepal government told, none of the social media app, it means none of the social media platform agreed. They haven't just told anything. So you can see online, means where is it? So you can see said the government has hopefully social media would approach them before midnight. But if they don't, he said the government will act accordingly. So you can see none of the social media platform has just approached the Nepal government. So they just said okay, let us ban them. So they completely banned each and everything. So in my point of view, this is one of the biggest political moves because you can see Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and all of the most of the social media apps was completely owned by the USA. Maybe it's not a indirect trade with it means Trump because Trump's did not have, it means did not impose lot of tariff, especially 50% of tariff actually imposed in India. So not like that 50%, just 15 to 20% of a little bit of tariff he just imposed on Apple. But in that case, and Trump's tariff and this ban is not, it means it doesn't co-align with each other. But one thing in the next second point of view means we can just tell most of the people they just telling it's because of the political reason because Sharma Oli has been just to trigger a lot of responses negative towards India, and he is also going upper hand with the China. It's like a Chinese puppet. So whenever the China tells anything, then entire Nepal government, it means the Sharma Oli government will oppose the entire India. So the freedom of speech he is trying to curb. It means the freedom of speech he is trying to reduce, and the political image based upon him is also going in a negative point of view. So by banning of this kind of things, and suppose the other people also tell he's just going against the USA, and the political image will also increase by this also. So we need to just see, but this will not go so much long. Within 1 or 2 weeks each and everything will it means will become over, and again this kind of thing will come into regulation. And they have also just banned the TikTok, which means before corona period also. So we have to just see in each and every point of view. So you can see in November 2023, the Pushpan Kamal Dawal government blocked TikTok for 9 months under prompting criticism. So you can see for 9 months only they have just done, and but after they have just gone with the upper hand because Sharma Oli is been now currently is there. So now Sharma Oli is entirely going with the upper hand with the China. So you can see how much the thing is there. And I think so recently about India and China also opened three. It means three places, the Lipu Lake Pass like that. Three passes they have just opened. So in that especially there is a one thing called in Himachal Pradesh as well as in Uttarakhand. So some parts has been claimed by the Nepal. So in the Uttarakhand some parts has been claimed by the Nepal government. So there are a lot of triggering problems going between the India and the Nepal. So we can just go to the next information. So I think so you can see this one. So literally by seeing this kind of pictures, literally we need to just give some kind of support to the entire Afghanistan government, because even though the Afghanistan government is ruled by Taliban, but peoples are just a peoples, because each and every persons eat 3 times a day and also spends a good time with their families, good time with each and every person. So if you can see how much the doctor they sacrifice their entire time to dedicatedly work for their small children, say small people, or a lot of more peoples. So it's really a tougher decision to see this kind of thing. You can see an Afghan boy injured 6 magnitude. Literally such a huge magnitude. And you can see guys, 2,200 people has been died. Literally, you can see Afghanistan. In my point of view, guys, Afghanistan literally a tragic country, because no proper government is running, and it means entire government is run by Taliban and no women's force. It means no woman should educate, no woman should go in upper hand, and often the earthquakes, and after the often the national disaster is coming, and you can see how much the problematic thing is especially going to Afghanistan. And no, it means billion amount of dollar is being passed towards Afghanistan because of the Taliban government. USA stopped the support, the European government stopped the support. Even the Pakistan also attacks, often goes and attack the Afghanistan. And see how much complication thing the entire Afghanistan is there. And suppose if you just see, if one Afghanistan schoolboy he just graduated rules, mean that's a really a great marvelous thing. But you can see as our Indians, they are literally lack of people are graduating, and lack of, even we don't it means we don't consider education as education. But in Afghanistan literally it's not like that. It's like entirely an opposite clock. So education is important, but anyways the natural thing we also want to see. Okay, we can just go to the next one. So next thing is, you can see Pakistan China agrees to work closely on the economic corridor, as it means this Sharif meets XA. So you can see one of the top 3 members, they are just walking in front, and you can see Shahbaz Sharif walking at the back. Literally guys, I think so you would have seen one video. So in that Shahbaz Sharif just came forward, and he has just handshake with the Putin. And other thing, one of the funny thing has happened again, the it means the translator, he couldn't put in his ear properly. So you can see guys how much tension he's been sitting. Okay, so the Pakistan Prime Minister and Shahbaz Sharif and meet the Chinese brother, and they have this ironclad. Okay, but anyways, you can see the China Pakistan economic corridor. Okay, it means 5 new corridors, and but some point of view they are just telling, they are just the backdropping of the, it means China Pakistan economic corridor. Because literally they, for example, if to build a bridge, for example, to build a bridge they have just spent 100 crores, means they have spent 100 crores rupees to build a bridge. In worst case scenario 150 crore rupees. Okay, but if a foolish government, if a idiotic government will go and it means build the entire thing in 1,000 crores or 800 crores, no. So like this kind of thing the Chinese is doing in the Pakistan. Why? The Pakistan often attack the Chinese engineers, often goes and damages each and everything, and even the economy is not at all proper. Even though if the economy is good for the Pakistan can't able to stand at all. Literally he means, I think so you would have seen about the old grandfather grandmother. So literally they need 2 sticks, but for Pakistan the entire place should be around with the sticks only. Even 1 stick for the entire Pakistan will fall. But literally having a good coat shoot, having a, it means a shining coat shoot, and having a shining shoes, not at all use. So okay, Pakistan is a country, that's it. Okay, you can just you can see deepest gratitude to the Chinese leadership and unfetching their authority. Okay, that's it. So this thing we don't want to consider, because Pakistan is a puppet of entire China. So what China says, definitely the Pakistan should agree to it. So next thing is Xi Jinping and Kim host deeper ties between China and North Korea. So Chinese President Xi Jinping and North Korean leader. So because definitely guys, if whenever it means Kim visits China, means definitely it will be a good thing for the North Korea, because any kind of transfer technology of the missiles. Because you can see guys, in entire, it means in entire thing China and Korea are so much, it's like a brothers. So whatever China supplies, that it means that definitely the North Korea gets. And also definitely it may happen. So instead of having any kind of manufacturing, especially any kind of so much it means how to say, very much strong explosives. So instead of having it in China, they will send this kind of explosive to the North Korea to build the entire thing in North Korea, and they will also provide the transfer technology to that. Because without China, then North Korea can't be at all, because it's like same to Pakistan. It means Pakistan and as well as the North Korea is same. But one thing, it means North Korea doesn't have any kind of terrorism, but Pakistan was only full of terrorism. So that's the difference between the two. It means 2 countries, but same GDP. It means no GDP, no population, nothing is there, no foods, no nothing. So that's the same government, but in North Korea it's no terrorism, only dictatorship. That's it. But this Shahbaz Sharif government entirely filled of terrorism. So okay, he just tells each and every other. It's been traditional friendly, but a little bit of extra thing they have just told. That's it. So the next thing you can see, tariff on Russia, it means why he have just imposed on tariff on especially in India, means because of buying Russian oil. So buying Russian oil, they will just impose in all the kind of tariff. But USA is a person. At the beginning, they just also started to buy rockets from the Russia, rockets, fuels, and most of the semiconductors and most of the components, especially for the rocket technology, aerospace technology. So at the time, they have just bought from the entire Russia only, and even the rare earth elements, even the most of the critical elements also they bought from Russia. But whenever it means there's a one sentence, it means by Trump only the each and every country should grow, okay, but by others none of the country should grow, or by independent none of the person should grow. By Trump only each and every country should grow. Suppose instead of Trump we have just gone for third person member, means he will impose tariff on us, or he will just blame the entire country, they are just acting against the world. So literally he have just done a lot of things towards India. So we should not believe each and every Trump, because you can see during the first era how the Trump's relationship was with India, but in the second era you can see how much complicated the entire thing was being changed. So entire USA is like this only. Every time the USA will support us, but in the back they will just stab into our back. It means our backbones. So like that thing all the time the USA will do. But really, when comparing to the USA, Pakistan is so much good, because we know Pakistan is enemy. Definitely, the Pakistan will attack. It means they will do the terrorism, each and everything. We know about the Pakistan, but USA we don't know, because when they will speak, when they won't speak, when they will kill us, when they won't kill us, when they will teach us, when they won't teach us. Anything we don't know about the Russia. It means about the USA. So we have to just look each and every time with the USA. So can just go to the next one. You can see this one, Italian fashion icon, luxury king Armani died at 91. So I think so you would have known about this person, Armani. So a lot of luxury products and especially clothes also was been manufactured, means made by him. So literally this his death will be, it means one of the, how to say, means one of the negative, not in a negative aspect, but one of the thing for the entire fashion express, most of the thing who would have so much dedicated in the fashion, so for them it will be, it's like a thunderstorm in their heart. It means lightning in their heart, because most of the people would have taken him as an inspiration. So it is a thing we have to just look upon. So next one you can see, guys, the told from nuclear derailment, because while the train has been, it has been just delayed, because most of the times you can see like this, the train will be here, most of the tea shops, coffee shops will be. So most of the people would visit here, and they will just enjoy the train view. So but suddenly the derailment, it means the train off, it means off track of its own track, and literally it has killed nearly 17%. So literally it's one of the saddest things, because at the beginning they just thought it was 2, but it was increased to 17. So you can see how much a small problem also triggered leads to a lot of flashes. So especially it has also been in the Portugal. So next one you can see, Beijing. China Navy says it conducted routine patrol in the South China. Patrol just it's like a fake thing only, because definitely they will just carry each and every weapon, and they will just go into the water, and they will just show their powerless. Because why it has been occurred means, because in Wednesday joint marine exercise Australia, Canada, USA has been occurred. So most all these three countries were completely against China. So this kind of thing has been done in the South China Sea. Definitely the South China countries, it means the Chinese Navy will come and respond there, because without respond there means that China's power won't be there. Okay. So you think so you can understand. So we can just go to the next information. This one, okay, renewable energy, okay. So literally I just want to tell you about this thing, but before telling this thing, I'll just explain. So you can see now Russia, it means now India will help the Singapore. You can see Singapore backs India on patrolling Malacca Straits. So one of the most important thing that has been just occurred, because if we just got an upper hand in the South China Sea, and as well as in the Malacca Strait, and most of the Singapore and Malaysia, especially guys, when it suppose this is China, and the countries that are be present in the South China Sea, we had a good relationship with this country, means definitely it will be so much upper hand, because China is a developed country, as well as Singapore, Malaysia, and so Philippines and Indonesia is definitely a growing country and a superior countries. In nowadays they are just going so much forward. So as a developing country, as it means India is a completely developing country, so we need to have a good relationship with the developing country. So while we are having a good relationship, definitely the power, it means the power of the both side will increase. Because why I'm just telling this, when you can see China, a developed country, doesn't allows it means easy transfer of technology to the other government. But a developing country will definitely share the it means technology with the other government, as well as the India also will do like this kind of thing. So we need to it means give and take back policy only. So this will be another good thing that India has been did recent days. The other thing is, you can think for the Singapore we are just going to export green energy. So green energy means, I think so, when the entire thing, it means entire energy was taken by the renewable products, especially on the water. I think so you would have seen known about the hydrolysis, how the hydrolysis are occurring, and due to the water, it means hydrogen oxygen separation, the each and every electricity we are just getting, I think so you would have known. So civil nuclear energy and urban water management. So most of the things are so much given to the Singapore, and joint collaboration project as quantum computing, AI automation, and unmanned vehicles will be also being done. So quantum computing definitely should be, because I think so you would have known about the Vikram, Vikram, the 32-bit chip. So definitely this chip will be one of the game-changing thing for the entire India. But even though we can't use these chips for the entire phones and computers, why? Because it's completely of rocket and rocket technology, missile technology. For that only we will just use this kind of chip. But until before and all, most of the missiles we got the chipset from the Israel as well as the Russia. Okay, so we are just becoming self-dependent. We need to just wait and see what kind of things is going to happen. So the next thing you can see about the GST, because one of the good things that I have just Nirmala Sitharaman, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman did is one of the good thing. But guys, the other thing is, it is definitely nearly how much 40,000 crores has been will be just lost, because for example before how to say means, for example product price is 100 rupees. For this government taxes, let us consider 20%. So 120 rupees the person should get the amount and will buy. So 20 rupees will go to the government for the taxes. So instead of getting 20 rupees, they have just reduced the tax to only 5%, means 105. So only 5 rupees will go. So literally 15 rupees will is minus for the entire government. So when you just an assumption they have just calculated, literally 50,000 would have been, it means the entire loss. But as per now, because as per the Trump's tariff policies and as per the political issue that's been going in the entire India, so they have just it means they just told definitely it won't affect 40,000, but maximum it will affect 3,000 to 4,000 crores only. So definitely this it means this reduction, it means entire the GST reduction 5% and 12% and 18%. So definitely it will boost the made in India products, made in India products and make in India products. So the MSME schemes and as well as the startup companies and most of the other company sector will definitely increase. So they are just told. So suppose you are interested in my automobiles, you can see motor vehicle is 28% before, now it was so 350cc engines more than 350cc means before it was 28%, but it was increased to 40%. So now it means I think so they have just opened the eyes for the it means middle class peoples, middle class and the lower class peoples. But definitely guys, whenever the government does like this kind of thing, definitely at the back one thing will be, because why I'm just telling is, you I think so you would have known about the caramel popcorn. So it literally 28% for this caramel popcorn it has been increased, because they have to just completely turn the entire people in the other point of view. Because for example at the time the entire the foreign direct investment was going out. It means none of the foreign started to invest in the India. So foreign direct investment started to go out and a lot of money was taken out in India. And the import, it means the import especially in the gold sector was been so much, literally 14 billion, especially in the gold, we have just started to import. So a lot of problematic things. It means if some kind of documents been released, means definitely the India will be, none of the countries won't come to us India like that it will be. So they have just changed it, they have just turned the entire peoples to caramel popcorn side. So you can see how much the manipulation occurs so much easily. So definitely it means they have reduced this, means definitely the back story definitely might be, because might be Bihar elections or in kind of Trump's tariff policies, or definitely in kind of internal issues against Modi as well as Congress. So we have to just wait and see, because I think so the Airtel, it means the data prices also has been increased so much. Before it was a little bit, but now it has been so much increased. And you can see, for example, it's just my point of view, that's it. But I'm not sure how much it's 100% possible. For example, this 40,000 crores is being lost. So what's the other thing? Data. So for example, I think so the recharge data for you is for 1 month is about 300, means now the government has just told the entire it means telecommunication network to increase their prices. So 300 they will just raise to 350. So they are just getting 50 rupees. So you can see in this 15 rupees loss, but here they just got 50 rupees. Okay, for 1 month means like this. You can see how much the entire India consists of 140 billion people. So in that 140 billion people, suppose, just I am taking 40 billion people are doing recharge for 1 month. So literally it means let us consider 350 into 40. So how much? 20, 12, 12, 14, 0, and this 0 and so you can see 14 billion. Really how much huge amount of cash in this I just made in rupees. So rupees 14,000 crores, not only 14,000 crores, maybe I have didn't get of calculation, but literally so much huge amount of cost the government will take from the other sector. So if one sector they couldn't just take the money, means from other sector they will definitely take lot of money. So we should not blind, we should not believe each and everything blindly. We have to just look upon in each and everything. So the next thing, let's go to this side. So next thing is definitely the cement prices has been reduced so much. So definitely it will be a good thing for the entire cement companies. I think so guys, today is the end of the video, and how many reaches out to school girl in village or no another okay. So okay guys, that's it for this today video, and let me see you in the next video. Until then, take care, bye bye.